Welcome to the Transitions Daily podcast. Transitions Daily is an online recovery group that offers a daily distribution of popular recovery resources accompanied by a secret Facebook group for discussion. We hope you enjoy today's readings.
Good morning, AA. This is Transitions Daily from April 20. My name is Dennis. I'm an alcoholic. I'm from Copenhagen, Denmark. We're going to start this with AA thoughts for the day. Faith. In this book, you read again and again that faith did for us what we could not do for ourselves. We hope you're convinced now that God can remove whatever self-will has blocked you off from Him. If you have already made a decision and an inventory of your growths or handicaps, you have made a good beginning. That being so, you have swallowed and digested some big chunks of truth about yourself. This is Alcoholics Anonymous, page 70 to 71. Thought to consider. Faith isn't belief without proof. It's trust without reservation. Acronyms. Faith. Finding answers in the heart. Just for today. Balance from self-pity. When we catch self-pity starting, we also can take action against it with instant bookkeeping. For every entry of misery on the debit side, we find a blessing we can mark on the credit side. What health we have, what illness we don't have, the sunny weather, a good meal coming, limbs intact, kindness showed and received, a sober 24 hours, a good hour's work, a good book to read, and many other items can be totaled up to outbalance the debit entries that causes self-pity. Living sober on page 58. And the daily reflection says, self-examination. We ask God to direct our thinking, especially asking that it will be divorced from self-pity, dishonest, or self-seeking motives. This is from Alcoholics Anonymous on page 86. When said sincerely, this prayer teaches me to be truly unselfish and humble, for even in doing good deeds I often used to seek approval and glory for myself. By examining my motives in all that I do, I can be of service to God and others, helping them to do what they want me to do. When I put God in charge of my thinking, much needless worry is eliminated, and I believe He guides me throughout the day. When I eliminate thoughts of self-pity, dishonesty, and self-centeredness, as soon as they enter my mind, I will find peace with God, my neighbor, and myself. And this is how Bill sees it. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. We treasure our surrender prayer because it brings a new light to us that can dissipate our old-time and nearly fatal habit of fooling ourselves. In the radiance of this prayer, we see that defeat, rightly accepted, need no disaster. We now know that we do not have to run away, nor ought we again try to overcome adversity by still another bulldozing power drive that can only push up obstacles before us faster than they can be taken down. This is from the Grapevine, March 1962. Big Book quote. Outsiders are sometimes shocked when we burst into merriment over a seemingly tragically experience out of the past. But why shouldn't we laugh? We have recovered and have been given the power to help others. Alcoholics Anonymous 4th edition. The Family Afterwards on page 132. The 24 hours a day. A thought for the day. The satisfaction you get out of living a sober life is made up of a lot of little things. They add up to a satisfactory and happy life. You take out of life what you put into it. So I say to people coming into AA, don't worry about what life will be without liquor. Just hang in there, and a lot of good things will happen to you. And you'll have that feeling of quiet satisfaction and peace and serenity and gratitude for the grace of God. Is my life becoming really worth living? Meditation for the day. There are always two paths, one up and one down. We've been given free will to choose either path. We are captains of our souls to this extent only. We can choose the good or the bad. Once we have chosen the wrong path, we go down and down, eventually to death. But if we choose the right path, we go up and up until we come to the resurrection day. On the wrong path, we have no power for good because we do not choose to ask for it. But on the right path, we are on the right side of good, and we have all the power of God's Spirit behind us. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may be in the stream of goodness. I pray that I may be on the right side, on the side of all good in the universe. And again, this is Hazelden Foundation, P.O. Box 176, Center City, Minnesota 55012. This is Transitions Daily. My name is Dennis, and I am an alcoholic.
We hope you enjoyed today's readings. You can also receive Transitions Daily via email and discuss today's readings in our secret Facebook group. So for more information, go to dailyaaemails.com today.
Other than the 24 hours a day reading, unless otherwise specified, all quotes copyright Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc., 1952, 1957, 1967, 1973, 1975, 1976, 1980, 1981, 1984, 1985, 1988, 1990, or 2001.